from many artists alike, Paxton is one of the greatest artists of all time. And it looks like he's been covered with Banksy's decorations. Not like I'm complaining though, because I have to admit, I'm actually a fan of Banksy's artwork myself, so that's something else. So much so that I actually own a shirt of Thomas with Banksy artwork on it, okay? But enough with that. That Paxton himself is this is actually Graffiti Paxton all the same. He's part of the Graffiti mini line, which include Toby, Gordon, Luke, and one other. I forgot his name. Maybe it was Bird or something. Who knows? He's pretty cool though. I mean, his name is in giant letters. It just says his name. And there's a bunch of splatter on him. It just makes him look unique and visually distinct. I mean, how can I not have a mini that really just looks like this? Well, it's all for now. Join me next time. Looking at a Thomas Mini. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo. Domo. Millie is easily one of those minis that... And this is the robot version of Millie. I actually prefer the Series 1 version because the Series versions that released later. The other versions looked awful. They didn't paint this side of the face, which makes it look like they forgot halfway through. I love the intricate detailing here. This part right here looks great. And this was one of the last minis they released in part of the first year of the Thomas Minis. It looks great. Great. And I love the design. Being a kind of robotic homage in a sense. Okay? Millie's been always one of those weird minis. I do not like that face though. That is just bad. I just never liked the face of Millie before. And honestly, she's honestly weird for a navigation to make. They made Millie, but they didn't make Grenadius or Pure Sam. Weird. But anyways, that's all for now. Join me next time. Looking at Thomas. The Charleston trucks will run the engines off the line. They don't care how big they are. To them, it's just a game. Those Charleston trucks will get them all the same. Yeah, this is recycling Charleston truck though. He's recycling these bottles and waste and paper. He's not throwing them out, he's recycling them. Do something good for the environment. How come this mini's so troublesome though? Well, he's a Charleston truck after all. Although he's one of the few Charleston trucks to actually be smiling. Okay. I tried an extra Charleston truck and you can see that he's frowning. But I honestly think this one makes a lot more sense. He looks like he's just smiling, which is just odd for a Charleston truck in Thomas Minis line. They're usually so grumpy. You don't usually see a mini that's flying that's not custom made. So it's pretty hilarious to see one that's smiling. Of that variant. Like most Charleston trucks, I use this for background fodder. Charleston trucks just fit so well. No matter what the printing is, you could just imagine they'll look slowly with anything and it'd be fine. That's all for now. Join me next time we're looking at a toss. This is the hottest place in town, they say. And with this one, I can see why. This is Steelworks James. Yes, you heard me right. Steelworks. Okay? He is made with a steel kind of paint finish in this dark red, almost a maroon color. With these dark orange wheels that looks like they've been burnt. Honestly, though, I kind of like this aesthetic. It honestly almost rivals the original James for how just unique it is. His face is a bit smoggy and covered with dust and everything. Almost like he came right out of a factory. To me. And honestly, I love that actually Steelworks minis. They look like they just come right out of factories. They've got these extra details that just make them dirty. The spokes flying. It's just unique, and we don't get to see this kind of detail again. I think if it was made nowadays, the spokes wouldn't be flying. They'd just be boring on there. Well, that's all for now. Join me next time and look on Thomas Mini. Ho, ho, ho. It's Christmas Luke, yes, from one of my advent calendars. I don't know if it's the 2023 version or the 2022 version, but I know it's a Christmas Luke downtown because, you know, you come in the advent calendars. Okay, this is one of the newer ones. Again, like always, these characters just random enemies I switched with the advent calendars. And it's been a while since I've seen some of these, but this was like a big deal. And he's one of the he's one of the few Luke's fans I actually have. I think it's this one, Graffiti Luke, Old School Luke, and Electric Luke, probably Luke that I have, and that's it. I would need to check again. I do not have a just so Luke as an example. So that's one mini I don't have. Which is a shame since that'd be fun to have. I just recently got on Night Scar Lowy, so it's not too far off. Okay. Luke's always one of those things I always have fun with. His unique shape is pretty different. It's a boxy frame, but it looks very generous. Well, that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Officially, this is the second mini that was ever released. Funny, huh? This is Spooky Buzzy. He's, well, a mummy. Yes. Who thought this one? He's a mummy. And that's just really surprising. See, he's covered in bandages. He's got like bandages, and even his wheels are bandage covered, which is really unique. They have these details. Like, they didn't have to do this, but they did. His face is barely visible under the bandages. Like, you can just see his eyes, and that's it. His mouth isn't visible. So anytime this guy talks, it sounds like more like he's going like, if you know. So basically, he's basically the mumbler meme from Willy Wonka put into fruition, where he actually does mumble. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Of course, like, he's supposed to be a mummy. Like, that's hilarious. Yes, he's been Jack Frost. He's been in Case and Chocolate. A mummy just seems natural. Well, that's all for now. Till next time, we're looking at a toss mini. Well, this isn't Gordon. It is his brother from the mainland. This is the Flying Scotsman. And he's honestly not terrible, but he is someone kind of weird. Well, yeah, actually, let me just grab Gordon for a second. I have him out. He basically is just Gordon's model, just painted green. I'm not kidding. And you can notice one thing's missing already. His second tender. Like, he has the LNER tender, but he doesn't have the 4472 tender. And it's really a shame, because that would be really cool to add as a tender. Okay, they try to make it. Actually have a nice face frame. I think she's a pretty perfect face for Flying Scotsman. But second tender is really the key part of the Flying Scotsman. Okay, other than being a green Gordon, the fact that he actually is the actual engine and more, he really is known for that green tender. They do make it look like he is a Flying Scotsman, a strong engine with a big expression on the front, but he doesn't really strike me as, oh yeah, that's a good thing. He's fine, not great, but hey, at least he's in the collection. Join me next time. We're looking at a toss mini. Shoo! Here's another classic. It's Thomas, playing Thomas Precise, from that Thomas and James race set that included Cranky. Okay. Yeah, I still have that set. It's way over there. I think you guys can better tell, but I still have it. Really, this is probably one of the main reasons one can get. It's an exclusive Thomas variant. Who wouldn't want this? I actually remember a lot of fans I'm actually not sure how I feel about this, but it looks pretty good. It also has a kind of feel of Thomas is a tank engine who lives on a big station in Minnesota. But now he's on fire, so yeah. He's got this kind of cool idea of he's on fire. He even has a name on there in fire too. I know that they even raised it with another variant with him and Flynn, but this is honestly the version I have since I have Cranky. You even saw many of them for some reason, so yeah. Well, it's over now. Join me next time. Let's look at another toss mini. Oh no! My Stanley is ruined! Well, not really. This is Slimed Stanley. And he is covered in slime from head to toe. This was actually part of an exclusive 3-pack they did with a bunch of Series 2 minis. Where they had Slime Victor, a Slime Birdie, and a Slime Stanley. I do not have the Birdie, but I do have the Victor and the Stanley, which is what you're looking at right now, which is really unique that I have the two, but I'm missing the Birdie. Okay, he's like covered in this green, icky slime that makes him look dirty. Stanley's one of these I've had several of. Like, I have like a classic variant, the White Ranger Stanley, and of course, I have the Panda Stanley. Like, you all know I have those Stanleys as just some of the examples I have. But this is a unique character. You don't get to see Stanley much in the series, but he's always been a engine that's always captivated my attention. He's made that's just unique. There's not many character sketches that are just white, and that's something that he has. That not many minis can tell. What's over now? So next time we're looking at Thomas Mini. I know that technically he's called Gator, but with this mini, we might as well call him Orca. This is aquatic gator, not aquarium gator. That is a different mini entirely. We already had that mini shown off, I think. That was a different mini, but it's meant to be called aquarium gator. Okay? Okay? Instead, we have aquatic gator. And this was different. The aquatic line was basically just fishes, but we have like this mini right here that was basically based off of, well, of gator. And he's based off of an orca, which is unique. They have like several of these. Like, I have the Percy, and I have, as one of the minis, I have the Thomas as one of the minis. So that's always good. I did not have the Spencer, which I would love to have the Shark Spencer. I hear it looks great. But yeah, I've always liked the aquatic gator. The teeth on it, like, it look very unique. Not many minis have teeth pointing up top. I think him and Spencer are the only ones to have so, and it looks really good. I also like the color variants. Right? The whole blue, like shades of blue, and then top being black. That's just different, and you don't get to see that a lot with Toss Minis. It's just unique. So my next time is look at another Toss Mini.